I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go. Thank you. Is my mic on? It is. All right. Awesome. Everything's good. Everything's fine. We're all ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll. Sorry about my voice. I'm back, guys. Welcome to the Peti Kish on Live. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy afternoon. Wherever you are in the world, I appreciate all of you for coming, lurking, watching, listening, all the things, guys. Again, like the stream, sub if you're new here. I appreciate you guys very much for coming by. I really do. There is a lot of topics to go through. The topics of the week, let's just look at what has the internet to offer this weekend or this week. There is a bunch, and there is a lot to go through. So I'm just going to go through it. To this week, last week, as you know, I was very under the weather. I was very not feeling good. And now I'm better. Once in a while, my voice is still kind of iffy at some points. I still have this cough. I don't know why. Once in a while, I get this cough, but it's not as bad. I don't got the leaky nose anymore. All that, my eyes are better. All that. So I'm doing better in general. So that is definitely a positive thing. Again, guys, check out the new video. There's something on my mic. Check out my new video, you guys. It's still up. Check it out with the Capcom leaks. I definitely appreciate if you guys can take a look at that. Don't forget to give that a like as well and comment, because usually if you comment or like or anything, it does help a lot. And if you don't do any of those, it won't really count, which sucks. It really does. Some of these don't count if, especially during the algorithm. Fuck the algorithm in general, but just in general, it does help in some ways with the channel itself, if you can help it by, liking or commenting on the video or even this live stream when I end or whatever. Interactions, emojis, anything. To give the hype meter up, anything will help. So yeah, check that video out, guys. It's still up there. I had a busy week myself personally, so I didn't have any other time to do any videos. I've been very busy at work, multiple work, actually. So I have multiple work schedules I'm going through right now. And it is very difficult to sometimes even stream. But I'm trying to make it work as much as possible. Especially for you guys and for me, because I like doing this. If I would just stop doing this, if I didn't like doing this, obviously. So that's what I'm talking about. So, I love doing what I do, and I wouldn't stop. I'll keep on doing whatever I want to do. So I'll keep pushing, moving forward. One day I'll go big in some ways, but mostly it's just me wanting to have conversation with you guys and just talking, having some good times together. That's all I pretty much want to do, as well as going to a lot of interesting conversations, which, is the best thing, because, interacting with people, not even, if you want to be, you could agree with me, disagree with me, it's fine. At least there is some sort of conversation going, and we can have some, fair ground enough to, have the conversation. If you're like-minded or not, or if, just have something to talk about and have some sort of interaction, because we are human beings and interaction is what we do. So yeah, especially, yeah. So get rid of that. All right. So yeah, I appreciate all of you again, guys. Like, sub, all that. I really do. I thank you so much. If you're just listening in the background, that's fine enough. I was looking into like Spotify or anything, or some sort of podcast while people are working in the background. I know some people like to do that. Unfortunately, I don't know how that works, and there's probably, you have to get some sort of license or something. I'm not sure how it works with that. So I'm just doing YouTube right now with the podcast itself, with the Peti Kish on live. So yeah, I tried multi-streaming too. That didn't work out as well. So yeah, a lot of the things I tried to start doing didn't work out. So we're here now, and I'm just gonna be doing, I guess, for YouTube for a little bit until I figure things out, how to multi-stream and all that, you know. It's a little difficult. Even if I do StreamYards and I get people on here, it's also a little difficult in that situation too, because there are things in StreamYards I have locked now, because you have to be like a member and you have to pay a bunch each month. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm good with OBS. It's free, obviously. You know, why would I spend money on this when, like, obviously, you know, you're just a start. It's kind of like a starter kind of deal. I used to like OBS anyways better anyways. I like how it's presented than StreamYards anyways. So it just has some little complications here and there, but it is better in a lot of aspects. All right, guys. Now, I guess let's get into the topics. Usually every week we start with indie games of the week. Well, that's what we're going to start with. We only have one this week. I haven't really checked into a lot of indie games. Again, if you have any indie games and you're an indie dev and you have a trailer to show off or something to show off, let me know, guys. Comment or anything. Hook me up. You could go on my Twitter/X. You can talk to me there. Message me there. If you're an indie dev and I like to promote in some sort of way your game, I'd like to promote it on the live stream as well. It's free advertisement, and you never know, maybe you'll get someone here or there, even though, you know, I'm a small channel. Either way, small promotion or big promotion, it doesn't matter. It's free advertisement. Anything helps, right? That's what I'd do. If I was a game dev, I would go to anywhere that would show off my game. I would give it, you know, doesn't matter if it gives you a horrible look at or a good look at, whatever it is, it's still free advertisement. So, in the end. Okay. All right. So, let's get ready. This is the indie games of the week.
Time for the Indie Game of the Week.
Alrighty, there you go. So here it is, guys. indie game of the week. First one and the only one this week I found was Screamer. So this game, I did not know. It came up on my feed, and it looked interesting. It's a racing game. So Screamer, it came out March 26th, 2026. So it's been a bit now. It's been out. It has very positive mostly. It has some interesting things. Right now, there's a demo out, which I still need to download. I'm going to download this demo and try it out later. I have it in my library. I haven't tried it out yet, but I would like to give it a shot. Screamer is $60. I would say wait for this one. I don't know if this is actually an indie game, to be honest. This is what it says. High-octane action, anime aesthetic, collide in an arcade racing game, feature fighting mechanics and a storyline that hits hard in its world. Some race for glory, while others sneak power and revenge. Every race is a flight, and every battle is personal. This could be actually a big budget game, actually. I could be wrong. This could not be indie. Whoops, if it is. Is it indie? Doesn't say it's indie. A lot of third person, first person, futuristic combat. Well, maybe it's not an indie game. Oh well. If it's not an indie game, my bad, guys. But still, it's $60. I would recommend maybe waiting a sale for this one, to be honest. There's a digital deluxe. There's a lot of stuff with this. I don't know. It looked indie to me, but I could be wrong. It could be actually some high budget game. But whatever. We're going to check out the trailer for it. And yeah, you guys can take a look. If you never heard of the game, well, you know about the game now. It's called Screamer. And we're going to check out this trailer real quick. Okay. I like the aesthetic and anime style. Love anime.
One more race.
Oh, Akira slide. Of course you have to put the Akira slide in. So, Screamer, there you go, guys. It's a anime style game. Racer. So, it's a racing game. It gives me a lot of, like, F-Zero vibes. Let's check this trailer here, too. Real quick.
He's here. It's him. It's Gabrielle. We need cars.
Behold, the Echo. We have touched your anger, tasted your fury. It has sharpened you.
There's a story, too.
It is your greatest weapon.
リツコも言いたいことある？リツコ
Japanese
A Screamer tournament is about to be announced.
and English.
Held by a Mr. A. Consider this your personal invitation.
Burn alive, you piece of shit!
Oh, it's Luke. I forgot what the voice actor for Luke is, Street Fighter. He's also Daredevil in Marvel Rivals. Hell yeah. Up. Okay. So yeah, this game, here's some images of it. It might not be indie. It might be some more high budget game. It for me at first I thought this was indie. I guess it's not, but whatever. It's a racing game. I would wait again. I wouldn't buy this full price for 60. I would wait for a sale. But if you have the money and you want to spend it on this, you can. So, but I would recommend checking out the demo. So now they have a demo for this game to check out. So there you go, Screamer. It may be a game you probably never heard of or just heard of it now. Maybe it's not even indie. Probably not since it's 60. But I just wanted to show it off. So there you go, guys. There is your your indie game of the week or your surprise game that you never heard of the week. That should be a new one. Surprise game you probably never heard of. That's another one I could use too for indie. Yeah, but there you go for that. Cancel that out. Okay, now we got into these other topics. A big game came out actually, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it because it's selling like crazy. It's doing really well, and it's a racing game since we're still sticking with the racing genre. It's Forza Horizon 6. Well, guys, Forza Horizon 6 reached a peak of 273,148 players on Steam right after launch, and this is more than 3 times the record of Forza Horizon 5, which had 81,096 players at its highest. The game has no de novo DRM and is a well optimized for PC. Definitely a positive already. That's really good. So it runs smoothly with good frame rate on many computers. It also works on Steam Deck and supports DLSS. This launch proves that good optimization and no DRM de novo help games still sell well. Yeah, it really does. And it's doing really well. If we go into Steam DB charts, I think I have it open here. Yep, here it is. Let's refresh that real quick. So right now there's 273,570 people playing this game. All-time peak 284,139. So this game is phenomenally doing well. Very positive, 80.83%. Really good. So it's doing really well. And I know a lot of people I know said it was really good as well. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Forza Horizon games usually do pretty well. I'm not surprised at all. Even though like this is a $70 game, it's doing really well. So it's finally a win for Microsoft, I would say. Xbox Studios, because they've been really losing the ball, especially with their first party games. And now this was actually a win for them. So that I'm glad to see they're doing well with this game. I think there's another one here real quick. Let me see. Did I click on the right one? Yeah, I did. Okay. Forza Horizon 6 surpasses 6 million players. Now, this is not copies sold. This is just players. Copies we don't know yet. Because, again, this is Xbox Game Pass. So they also count probably Xbox Game Pass for the 6 million players. How many people actually bought the game? We don't know how much they actually sold yet. The team behind Forza Horizon 6 is toting the game's massive success with over 6 million players. Again, players, not units sold. How many did they sell of this game? We still don't know. The game, which this is like 6 million players engaged. Remember Assassin's Creed Shadows did the same thing? They're like 6 million players engaged. What does that even mean? How much did you sell? Like Capcom straight up, Pragmata, we sold 1 million in a couple of days. We sold 2 million in a month or 3, And then also Resident Evil. Like they'll tell you how much they sold already. The game, which launched globally on May 19th, had already surpassed 1 million players in early access. Since then, that number has only continued to grow. Okay. In a social media post on May 21st, it was confirmed that over 6 million players have experienced the racing simulator in Japan. As of the writing, this are players currently enjoying Forza on Steam alone. With 6 million players at base price of $70, the game has generated at least $420 million in revenue. Really? Okay, but what's the budget of the game? That's interesting. So $420 million in revenue. That I guess that's the number they made. Critically, the game continues to do well with a 91 Metacritic score and an 8.8 user score. Insider Game is one of the least. Dozens of outlets that have been. Okay. So yeah. There it is. 6 million. Forza Horizon 6, more like Forza Horizon 6 million. Thank you all for joining. Japan over 6 million. There you go. So it's doing really well money wise too. I guess that's the budget, or that's how much they generated already. 420 million. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's a pretty good number if that's true. So yeah, they're doing really well. The only complaint I've seen, and it's just a minor complaint, it's not like too big, it won't actually affect the game itself, is creating your character is super generic and super just whatever. And of course, they have to put body type A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. And it's just like, so is this a male, female, or androgynous like type? And it's just confusing because you can't tell which one's male and female, and they all just look androgynous. And a lot of people were just talking about how bad the character creator is. Again, it's a racing game. You're barely going to see your character. There's not going to be that much cutscenes. I'm guessing it's all about the racing. But still, why even have the option to create a character? Why even have an option to make horrendous looking characters? You know, you can't make actually good looking characters in this game, or just in generally just a normal looking character. They all look kind of just meh, and some just look bad in general. But racing wise, you know, that is probably the best part about this game. But besides that, no one really cares that much. It doesn't really hurt it. Again, they also have pronouns in it, which is, again, retarded. You could just say male, female. Like, I remember back in the day when you were actually creating a character, body type, like these body types wasn't really a thing. Body type was actually considered, like, you had options. You had skinny, fat, or muscular, or toned as an option. That was body types. And then you could customize after that. You pick first male or female. Those were the two options. There was no other options. There was not an in-between. There wasn't an other. There was nothing like that. And then body type was the generic style you want to work with, and then you can customize it after. So body type used to be like, you know, like I said, fat, skinny, average, or muscular, or toned, or whatever, as an option. And then you could customize after that. Like, that was what it was. Now body type is fucking gender. And it's so stupid. And the gender, and even when you pick the gender, it doesn't look like the gender you pick. So you're confused if that's even a female, you know? Or if it's obviously the male is probably the easiest to develop, but the female is always difficult, especially for Microsoft. Like, there's videos I talked about in like streams before where they just don't want to make womanly characters. Microsoft is always trying to make the women androgynous as possible, and they never can make actually, doesn't even have to be attractive. It just has to look like a woman. And the problem is it doesn't look like a woman. You don't have to make a woman to be super attractive. Just make her actually feel like a woman so you can tell the difference. Obviously, you know, the round face, chest size, you know, back and butt, you know, kind of style. Like, you could tell that. Male, more square jaw, more upper body position, up more body. You know, like you could, this is just basic gender creation 101. And for some reason, everything's just a male. It is so weird and it's so obnoxious. It's so telling how bad it is. But whatever. Forza in general, who cares about all that? It's a nitpick, but it's still kind of like, bro, come on. You could do better than this. Come on. I understand you're not actually making good-looking characters, or not even good-looking characters, just like characters that you could like can you just make cool characters too? Like cool characters or something even. No, it's just not good. Just these character designs are not good. But whatever. It's a racing game. It's still doing well, so good job to Forza Horizon 6 with that. Glad that a racing game actually is doing really well, which I'm surprised. People are hungry for more Forza for sure. I think people would probably be hungry for Gran Turismo too, but I could be wrong with that. All right. What do we have here? We have a lot of things to go through, guys. There is a lot, especially with PlayStation. Let's see. Let me see here real quick. Okay. Let's talk about this thing. This is by Pirate Nation too, but this is a thing that's going on. People are passing around. It's with the Fortnite / Overwatch event. So Fortnite has added Tracer from Overwatch as part of a new crossover collaboration. They just didn't add Tracer. They also added Mercy, Diva, and Genji. And from all of them, and Tracer. From all four of them, I think like Mercy and Tracer are probably the best ones. Genji, and Diva, I don't know. They're not the best looking in my opinion, but fans of Overwatch have noticed that her character model in Fortnite features a noticeable larger backside compared to the original 2016 Overwatch design. This has revived memories of the 2016 controversy. Yup. When Blizzard modified one of Tracer's victory poses following complaints about sexualization. Yeah, because this was not a conversation, and then they're like, oh, that never happened. I remember Blizzard talked about this. No, it did happen, and people still remember. They're trying to Mandela effect it, where they're like, it never happened. It was just all in your head. All these gamers are speaking about Tracer. They flattened her ass. No. They did. And it made it worse. Tracer as a character was worse because of that. And a lot of people got sad because of that. Because, dude, she's supposed to be like a jogger, and she's like crazy fast and everything. You would think she would actually have some cake in the back. I'm just saying. Like, she is literally toned. Her legs are toned. Like, everything about her should be toned, since she's always running and she's fast. Okay? So now, there's Overwatch in this. I don't know if this is OG Overwatch or not, but she's flat as a plank in Overwatch 2, which is now turned to Overwatch. They gave her finally, they gave her actually an ass, which is actually great. And I'm surprised Fortnite, for all reasons, gave her finally her butt back. That's insane, dude. That's freaking insane. Holy shit. Fortnite would actually do it. They're adding now normal mechanics where, people call it jiggle physics, which it's not jiggle physics. Fortnite is actually giving that. It's just normally moving body parts. So the men's body parts move now. It's more like the engine is getting way more intense, and Fortnite now is like, okay, how can we sell these skins now? Oh, we make them more attractive, we make them more cool looking and all that. So they're like, okay, let's actually represent our collaborations as well to the best as our knowledge we know to make them the best skins we can make them. And they just made it. They literally gave Tracer her old style back, which is awesome. Now, is it her old style? Not fully. I don't think it is her old style, but still, it's wonderful to see that it is. It makes sense that so many Blizzard fans had a problem with this, since most Blizzard fans are gay. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, that could be a reason. Yeah, how dare she have an ass? I love Overwatch for the plot. Hey, yo, Tracer. Fortnite Overwatch. Okay, I gotta stop. But yeah, it's insane that we had to go back and people are like, oh yeah, this happened. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, but Overwatch now as a game is it's not the same as it used to Overwatch. Same with Fortnite, it's not the same, but I like it that Fortnite at least respects this collab enough where they actually gave her butt back and she's not plank. So more glutes, more butt and glutes is a good thing. I'm just saying, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And other people would say, you see all these journalists out here talking about it, and like they just want to fuck Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil Requiem, call him daddy and everything. But when you talk about Tracer's butt and how good she looks, how toned she looks, and people are like, how dare you talk about like that? But I love Leon S. Kennedy. I want to bang him so bad right now. I want him so bad. Pause. Like, seriously.
Holy
That's
shit.
crazy. Like, the things people do. It's like, it's okay to do it to dudes, but for women, it's like, no. It's like, yeah, she looks good. The character model looks good. The character looks good. So I have no problem with that. They actually did her right. But if people want to goon, they can goon. I'm okay. If you want to goon to Leon S. Kennedy, that is fine. You can goon to him. You can goon to Tracer if you like to. I don't care what you do. But don't say that you can't make her look like that, blah, blah, and start crying about it when everyone knows that Tracer used to look like this. So stop lying to yourself. Stop pandering to this retarded mindset. So like, let's just say Tracer looks good in Fortnite, and that's it. She does. She does look good. So yeah, I want to go through that. Just a mini rant right there. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Skipping that. Here we go. We got more Capcom things going on with AI. This is a Pirate Nation again. Capcom has confirmed it is using generative AI in its games. And all these AI haters, you gotta stop. Because they're gonna describe you what they're actually doing. Again, all these companies are using AI. They just won't tell it to your face because they don't want to trigger you. Every one of these companies are using AI. And if you're upset about it, be upset even more then. Because that means you won't be playing any games from now on. Nothing if you're triggered this hard. In its game development process. But only for routine tasks for improving effectively and productively. It is latest earnings briefing materials. The company explained the generative AI service as a tool to handle repetitive work. Again, nothing wrong with that. Research, draft generation, user analysts, interactive manuals, error checks, meeting notes, and similar respective work. And also just creatively don't know what to do, what I need to draw, and see this product and see, oh, this is a good like a creative decision to check and see, like, I don't know what to draw or how to create this character. You put a prompt, AI puts it out there, and then you get a little imagery, and then you're like, oh, now I can actually start like looking at these, what I don't like, and then start drafting and creating yourself something out of that. Not the image that you saw, but it gives you like a little spark note. It sparks something in your brain to be like, oh, this looks cool, this design. How can I change it up to look better, you know? Like, that's all. The aim is to reduce busy work so developers can focus more on creative design, storytelling, and other high-value aspects of the game marketing. Capcom has made it clear that it will not implement any AI generative material in the final game content. All creative elements, including art, aesthetics, assets, studio, audio, and in-game features remain fully human-driven. That is fine. What's wrong with that? If they're really using AI like this, then that's the best way to go about it. It's a tool, not as a replacement for the artists. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. But a lot of these companies don't know this. A lot of these corporations don't know this. And they just fire everyone on the spot because they think AI will take everything over. Absolutely retarded, because the AI cannot create. It just copy and paste shit. That's all it does. It cannot create. It looks like it could create, but it really doesn't. It just copies and pastes. Not saying there's really good AI prompts. There probably is. It's just, I'm telling you, I don't know why these corporations think that they're going to be making more money where less people are actually working and doing their jobs. But many resources say the entire industry is already doing this. As long as they don't replace people, that's fine. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So all these AI haters there are, because there's a lot of them. I'm telling you, AI can be used for good too. It's a tool. And it's like AI will take everything else. Those companies that do that, who are actually, laying off people because AI is going to take your job away, those companies are absolutely dumb. They're dumb. They're going to need people to put prompts in for the AI. They're going to need people to do other things besides, because the AI can't do everything. It's not like that. So Capcom's just literally saying, oh, we're doing these things so we can make it a little bit easier on ourselves, but still humans are doing everything, most of it. So again, it's a tool. It's just like when the Photoshop came in, and like where, the printing press happened and you got more paper instead of people writing constantly everything down, they got the newspaper. It's just the next evolution of it kind of deal, where it's just a tiny tool that can be used for many things. Good. It depends on the user. Yes. That's what I'm saying. AI is not the problem. It depends on the user who is using the AI. If they use it for bad, then yeah, AI is going to be bad. If they use it for good, then it's going to be good. So there you go. If it's going to be slop, it's going to be slop. If it's not, it's not. So again, you get two sides of the coin here. It's not just all bad. It's not just all bad. So we're going to talk about more with AI, because there is a couple of things here too with AI. So this came out, and some people are hating. So this came out, and a lot of people, or some people, I would say, not everyone, are hating on the creator of Final Fantasy. So here we go. Pirate Nation, Hanabu Sakaguchi. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. The creator of Final Fantasy series retweeted and praised an AI generative trailer. that reimagines the opening of Final Fantasy VI using modern 3D graphics like those in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. He called it amazing. The post is getting backlash online. Most people are upset about using AI for creative work based on Square Enix's games and worry it could replace real artists. Oh my God. Dude, we're going to check out what he actually had to say about it, and we'll check the trailer out for ourselves. Because these people are already getting triggered for just something that looks good. Like just saying, oh, that looks nice. That's it. It doesn't mean he's actually going to use that for his next game. Like, bruh. But other people just say how badly fans want an official remake of the classic game. I don't know if I want it anymore. After 7, I don't know if I want to. I don't know. Maybe they already did the pixel remasters. Those are good. I don't know if I would, but it's whatever. It's both I hate AI. I wanted faithful remaster/remakes and not censored garbage. Those things are not the same topic. Yeah. Sakaguchi calling AI amazing hits different when real remakes stay vaporwave for decades. Yeah. But yeah, people were a little butthurt about this. Let me find more about it. We're going to actually check out the video. Here's another one I saw. Muga Lord also posted back. Bruh, this is getting ridiculous. Not all AI and AI is AI slop. They are great for creating concepts and placeholders. Not even the creators of Final Fantasy is allowed to appreciate its own work being used by AI. I use it a lot when coming up with ideas and then bring it to my artist to look it over before it begins working on my idea. I'm a writer, not an artist. There are some things I have hard time describing to my artist. So concepts are the best way to use them. That's what I wanted to use. Concepts. That's the word I wanted to use before. Concepts are really good for like AI stuff. Best way to use them. It makes it easier for her instead of her trying to sit down and spend days figuring out exactly what I want. The AI concept is a starting point. The idea is clear, and she builds on it to create magic with her skills. AI is going nowhere, so you better get used to it. Because people are bitching about it because the creator of Final Fantasy likes the AI thing. People are literally dragging the creator of Final Fantasy because he said that an AI rendition of Final Fantasy VI, a pixel-based game, looked awesome when and 3D through AI, people have lost their minds. The creator of the game can't even enjoy art of its own game. Yeah, so again, people are so dumb. It's like, bro, this is not what the game is going to look like. Let me show you guys. I got to find the real tweet. Oh, here's the tweet. So this is translated. And he said, "What is this? Question mark. Pretty awesome." Huh? Pretty awesome, he said. Huh? He's like, question, like, this looks interesting. Wow. So this is by, who posted this? Milk Coco? Oh, this is insane. It's amazing. I really want to play it. Final Fantasy VI is seriously something else. Maybe I'll make a little progress of Final Fantasy VI today. And we're going to check it out. The music is wonderful. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this music for this because it's so freaking good, the music. The music's so good. And what I saw of this... oh, this is Twitter quality, so it's going to probably suck. But whatever. What I saw of this looked pretty good. Not going to lie. Some of it looks derped out, and it looks pretty bad because it's AI. And then some of it looks really good. I'll show you what parts are really good, but it's insane what they did with AI. Like, what enhancements they did. The music's great, of course. Dude, the Max. The snow. Yeah, you could tell this is AI, but like, this is just a concept. This is not what the real game would look like. These people are getting triggered from no reason at all. It's hilarious. Like, no, I don't want the game to look like this. If the game looked like this, then I would be like, oh, wait, that's AI. You could tell this is AI, It wouldn't look too good. Dude, the music hits so hard, dude. The music's so good. That looks so bad. The train looks so bad, dude. This looks so bad. Yeah. Now this part looks kind of cool. This area and this land area, this looks cool. This looks actually badass. Like that, yeah, this looks cool. The quality is going down because Twitter's being stupid. Twitter X is getting wrecked. But it looks good. I can't change the quality of it, can I? I don't know, it went down quality-wise. I'll bring it back up. Let's see if it's choppy or not. It might be choppy. Come on. Come on. Now it doesn't want to go. Oh, shit. That's crazy, dude. This looks good. Almost looks like it was taken from that new Fable game, this area. If you look at it, it looks like it's taken from the Fable area. Like, this looks like from the new Fable game. Almost. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't see anything bad about this, guys. All the people that are crying about it, oh, he likes AI now. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I'm going to disown him now for this. I hope Final Fantasy 17 won't look like this. Bruh, you got to calm your tits. Calm something, guys. Calm your balls. Calm your tits. Calm something, because he's just saying, this looks cool. What a cool concept. Interesting. Awesome. Dude, I've seen AI videos of like Resident Evil sometimes I look at, and some of them look so good. I was like, I wish they would make a movie of this, or like an anime. It's not perfect, and it is derped, you can tell. But the concept is there, and it's wonderful to see sometimes some of this. Now, you can call everything slop when most of these things are not slop. Like, it's just when people are turned off, it's like, oh, it's slop. I'm going to turn it off. This looks stupid. Like, I see those people, and I know some big streamers that do that too. It kind of like looks at your mentality as that like everything you see that's AI, even if it's not AI and you think it's AI now, that it's slop. When in factual it is, some of these things is not slop, it's just concept. And you should probably look at it as concept and not as, I'm just going to disown it and not even watch this anymore because it's AI. Like, that's another factor of this dishonesty, And another factor, if you like something, especially a franchise, and you just disown it already from an AI if it's made just to create, because some fans are creative and they want to see these characters implemented in this way, in this environment. So they just they redo an AI. Like, I've done it before. I've done stuff like that before too. And sometimes I think it looks cool. Sometimes it looks derped. Of course, it's AI. It's going to be derped. But sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a cool concept. I would like to see that if that was real, you know? But yeah, this is going a little too, it's a little too unrealistic, and people need to chill out. That's what I think about it. But that's why I wanted to go through why more AI stuff people are just hating on, because it's the best thing to do is just to hate on it right now. It's like, bruh, that's not how it goes, you know? That's not the way to go, my guy. It's not the way. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about The Boys. So this one's in Geeks and Gamers, and they had a review here, and it says The Boys Season 5, disappointing finale, wasted potential, and political overload with some good moments. So The Boys is finally over. Finally, I'm glad it's done. I stopped watching The Boys since like season 3. That's when I was like, I'm good. I saw everything. I don't want to watch no more. Season 1 of The Boys was really good. Season 2 dropped the ball, and I think season 3 had some good moments in there too that I really liked, and then some were kind of painful to watch. But they had some good stuff. And then I just dropped shit because I think it took too long to do season 4 of The Boys, and I just skipped on it altogether. I was done. And then this season, everyone I heard was watching it because they want to see how they defeat Homelander and all this. And I just don't give two fucks anymore, to be honest. I'm so done with this show. Like, the edginess of it and everything, it's just, it wears out. And I just was like, I'm kind of done with this show. Like, I think this show will be just known for its characters, just its characters. Plot-wise and writing-wise, it's not going to be known for anything. A lot of plot holes, a lot of plot armor, and a lot of disgenuine things in there, as well as it's its own thing. It's not like the comics as well, The Boys. So it was doing its own thing, and you could tell over the years it did change a lot. So there was a final end finally for The Boys. It just ended this Wednesday. I haven't watched it myself or anything. Didn't get really good endings. There's like 2 characters that got good endings. Besides that, a lot of characters, good and bad, died, and it just ends. And it was kind of just kind of like how Stranger Things ended and Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones ended worse because it was a longer series than this. I think it was just meh. It was no Breaking Bad. It was not a crazy ending. It was kind of like, yeah, that was it. You know, kind of thing. It wasn't anything like, it didn't feel like a finale, if that makes sense. It didn't feel like a finale. And there's just a lot of references to political things in this that just didn't work out altogether. It just, yeah, they gave a 4 out of 10 at the end. What does one make of The Boys Season 5 and the series finale? Pretty much the same thing as The Boys. Its entirety. It has good moments, even some great ones, and it could have been much better if it had been allowed to tell a story about characters and ideas rather than be turned into a political soapbox. Instead, it was wasted opportunity to turn an excellent comic book series into a fun, engaging, thoughtful TV show, acting as one more stress ball for an industry still relying from being told to be couple of Novembers. Don't get that reference, but okay. So this is why I didn't watch The Boys, and I don't really care to watch The Boys anymore. I really don't. I know they're gonna do spin-offs for sure of this show, 100% sure. Everything else, I really don't really care too much about. But now it's over, so The Boys had its farewell. The Boys was so good in the beginning. I liked the show really, actually, when it first started. It was so good. It really missed the mark. It really did after a while. I wasn't ready. I wasn't like really wanting to go back and rewatch it. I really didn't. I didn't care. There's things, and also in like Invincible, I hear it's better now. It got better. But like the middle of like season 2 was so boring. I don't know. It just bored me a little bit, and I fell off. And I probably should go back and rewatch Invincible as well. But just some reason, season 1 was so good for Invincible as well. And then after that, I'm like, I don't know. Is it better really? And I hear people say, "Oh, it's better." The animation doesn't look better from what I've seen, but it's still pretty well written, I guess. I don't know. I might go back and rewatch that. But The Boys, I'm okay. I saw some clips online. I kind of understand what is going on. And I'm good. I think the premise of it in the beginning was really cool. Like the whole premise of like, we're gonna kill all these soups because the supers are like pretty much scum. They're pretty much in this world. They're like really bad in some instances. They just overuse their power for being powerful. Their powers to be powerful. They're not actually doing anything too good. They're big shots. They're full of themselves. And this gang with Butcher are like trying to take down all the soups. And the whole premise, like, we're going to take everyone down one by one, try to figure out how to defeat them. And then we go to the one main bad guy, and that one is going to be the hardest to take down. Like, I thought that's going to be it. Like a video game premise where you have all these bosses, like kind of like in Metal Gear Solid. And you're going to go through these one by one each season, trying to how to defeat this guy and this girl and this soup and this. And maybe some people will be done. Some people are going to, maybe sometimes it's going to work. Maybe sometimes it's not going to work. I thought that's going to be like the premise, but then it wasn't that. It was just, all into Homelander kind of deal. And they tried it out with that first invisible dude where they put like a bomb up his butt and then he exploded, kind of deal that happened. And it's like, yeah, okay. That was kind of cool because then you're like, oh, there's actually risks. This is going to be insane. What's going to happen now? After that, it was kind of like, like it was okay. And then season 2 with Stormfront and whatever her name is, I was like, That's when I thought it was starting to get really bad. And then what's his name came, Soldier Boy. And it was like, he was an interesting character. And I heard even this season, Soldier Boy stole the show most of the time. He was an interesting character. He was the best character pretty much, or I guess. But, Anthony Starr and was Butcher, Carl Urban, they did a good job as their characters. Like, a lot of these actors did a good job what they had with their source material. And to be honest, Homelander stole the show. Even though he was the villain, he was like the character everyone, was the most interesting. And even I heard even the later seasons, he was the focused character the most through the whole show. It's just, I don't know what happened. Too much power, too much ego, lost his ability to actually think and manipulate things now, and he just became a big baby at the very end, Homelander. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's ended. Farewell to the boys. Just wanted to bring it up for a little bit. I don't want to read just wanted to say it is what it is. I'm not surprised the boys didn't end in a fantastic way. I knew it's going to end in like a very mediocre way, and it was just fine. I guess it was just fine. But yeah, I had a feeling that's going to happen. So farewell to the boys. Farewell. All right, guys. I think it's time to go into the main topics here, guys. Let's start with Lords of the Fallen 2. So this is big info drop, big news, guys. So this is Maverick Tematsky. This is the guy, I think he's making Lords of the Fallen, main guy. And he posted this, and we're going to read this. And he says, Lords of the Fallen 2, important publishing update. And this is very important because what they are doing is they're working with Epic Games. And they were exclusively going to put this in the Epic Games Store. It's just going to be Epic Games, Lords of the Fallen 2. That's what their whole thing was, their spiel. And now they're going multi-platform. So they stopped the exclusivity from happening, which is probably the riskiest moves I've ever seen a company do, ever. I never heard of just disowning, or not really disowning, but like letting go of exclusivity this fast. While the game's almost probably halfway or almost done, to be honest. But this is what he said. Independent developer CI Games today announced that it has signed a separation agreement with Epic Games Publishing. As a result, CI Games has regained full open distribution rights for the PC version of Lords of the Fallen 2. Moving away from the previous PC exclusive publishing arrangement signed in June 2024. So they moved away to distribute only in the Epic Games Store or Epic Games. They're moving now. This game will be on Steam and everywhere else. Lords of the Fallen 2 remains scheduled to launch later this year on PC via Epic Games Store and other PC storefronts. Hell yeah, dude. That's insane. Like, what they did there. It's crazy. It's crazy. As well as on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. CI Games will self-publish this title across all platforms, while Plegan continues as the global physical distribution partner. CI Games will continue to utilize Epic's technology, including Unreal Engine 5, Epic Games Service, EOS, powering cross-platform play, matchmaking, friends list, and seamlessly shared progression co-op. Like many in the industry, CI's games face challenging market conditions. Of course, it's always market conditions in 2023 and 2024. The Epic Games provided significant funding and strategic support and helped ensure Lords of the Fallen 2 could fully release its ambitions. This partnership enabled CI's games to meaningfully expand upon community feedback from the original Lords of the Fallen, while substantially advancing the sequel across gameplay, technology, performance, world designs, and online fiction. So Epic, they pretty much got their money and their publishing and everything. The money was dropped. They took it. They pretty much had a fundraiser for it. Pretty much bought it, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna peace out. We're gonna leave. We want this to be in the hands of other gamers, not just exclusively on Epic Games Store." And it's a risky move, but I approve of it. It's very risky. I was going to say it's pretty based at the same time, and it is a win either way because they're going to make their money back, and they're going to make it back in a lot amount because now since Steam is the most popular platform for PC, they're going to be getting so much back. I can respect it. I can respect the turnaround, I would say. Epic was there for CI games exactly when we needed them most. Their support and belief in the project made a real difference, and lot that we are truly grateful. And Marquita, CEO of CI Games, Epic was been an outstanding support of Lords of the Fallen 2 with Unreal Engine, EOS, and the rest of the Epic world-class technologies. We're going to ship a performance game in massive world that players can explore together across PC and console, added by him. With the new agreement now in place, Lords of the Fallen 2 will launch with open PC distribution on day one, including the Epic Games Store. So there you go. I never played Lords of the Fallen. I hear some good and bad things about it, but from what I've seen with Lords of the Fallen 2, it looks interesting. It looks pretty cool. Chuck up another W for the Chuds. Big W. I cannot wait to play this game. Awesome news. Definitely a day one purchase for me. Yeah, so people are very happy about this news. It's awesome to see. I've never seen anything like this, a turnaround from exclusivity, and be like, no, we're not going to be doing it, actually. We're going to pay you, and we're going to try to do it a better way so we can make our money back in full than Epic Games, because they found out that Epic Games is not the way. Even Legendary Drops here says Lords of the Fallen ends exclusivity with Epic. Holy shit, I don't think people understand how insane this is. They raised millions just so players could play where they want. The journalists shitting on them for being player first look like an absolute tools. So yeah, this is definitely a win-win for the gamer. So they are looking at where is the best way to do this. Fuck exclusivity. They're like, fuck exclusivity. That doesn't work no more. That doesn't help us get our money back. We're going to be multi-platforming this on everything. You're going to be getting this on everything. You could be getting this on your phone. You can get this, well, it didn't say phone, but every console, every PC distribution site, anything you'll be able to get it on. So that is just a win already. If you think this is about players can play where they want and not cause a sales, I have prime real estate on the moon to sell you. What? That said, this is a win-win. More people will get the game and enjoy it, and they will get far more sales. That's kind of the point. They realize those things aren't maturely exclusive. They're listening to players to make more money. Obviously, again, if you want to make more money, you go multi-platform. Exclusivity is not the way anymore. The only people that do exclusivity now is Nintendo. Sony, PlayStation is kind of doing that, but it's limited time exclusive. You know, kind of deal so far. They could change. That could change again. But yeah, Nintendo's like the only one. And this is a win for sure. So Lords of Fallen 2, I think I have the trailer queued up here. I have the trailer here. Again, this game looks really good. I've never played a Lords of Fallen game. And if this one comes out, I might be able to check this out. Maybe. We'll see. But here you go, guys. Let's see the trailer for it. Oh, yeah. It's very gory, very bloody, and very badassery. Hopefully no copyright on this video. If there is, if it gets cut out, it's because of that, guys. Sorry about that.
Lamp bearer. One must travel many paths on the road to salvation. Paths through light.
This looks badass.
Paths
It's like Dark Souls,
through shadow.
Bloodborne.
I will walk them with you
Pretty nasty though too.
wherever they may lead. No matter the cost.
Looks pretty badass. What was this son from Pet Shop Boys? It's a set. It's like a remix. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. Damn. This looks intense.
Father, forgive me.
Damn. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Very cool. Lords of the Fallen 2. Wish list now, guys. Very cool. Very gory. Very Dark Souls-y in style. If you're into like that dark medieval fantasy, then this will be up your alley. So there you go, guys. Lords of Fallen giving another rare dub. Again, very based, and I do respect it. I respect it as a customer, as a gamer, as a player. I do respect what they're doing, and it's very... Never even heard of it before, ever happening, and it's very interesting. They just pretty much yeeted. They're like, yep, peace out, we're leaving. Here's your money back. We'll give it to you back. And, yep, we're going to try to bring it everywhere else besides Epic Games Store. There you go. So there's a win, I guess, in that boat. Very good to see. Very good to see something like that happening. Very rare, too. Very rare happening with that. Okay. Next, we got to talk about this 007 First Light game, guys. It's about to come out. It's about to come out. 007 First Light is about to come out. The new James Bond game that I don't know if anyone's really talking about. I feel like the hype for it's not that big. But I feel like when it comes out, of course, it's going to start ramping up and people are going to be talking about it. But 007 First Light launches on May 27th. See stealth action gameplay and get a peek of James Bond's reimagined origin story. So this is a launch trailer for it. Again, hopefully no copyright again because it's 007. There might be music, but it is what it is. Sorry about it, guys, if this gets cut out. We're going to be watching some James Bond right now.
I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it.
I didn't give it.
Bond is immature and reckless. Headstrong. Thrill-seeking.
It's more like Jason Bourne than James Bond. let's be honest, he gives me more Jason Bourne vibes than James Bond. But let's continue.
Seeking. Issues with authority.
Needs our new star air crewman Bond.
Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I want to make you a spy.
St. John Smythe, my dear. 009 is a master manipulator.
To catch him.
Oh, so you have to take down 009? All right. Dude, I don't know about this game, guys. Like, there's some good concepts here, but it's still meh so far.
We're going to need eyes everywhere.
When you're ready, Bond.
What about the girl?
A means to an end.
That's an interesting pickup line.
Whatever his endgame is, we won't see it coming.
So there you go. Comes out May 27th, really soon. I know the new Lego Batman game came out, and a lot of people are liking that. Now this game, I don't know what's gonna happen with this recently. Again, Amazon Studios, James Bond, young Bond. I don't want a story about young Bond. I want Bond when he's on his peak. I don't want an origin story of Bond. Like, I just don't want this. I don't want a Bond origin story. I don't want young Bond that looks like Jason Bourne from Bourne Identity. I just want grizzled, like a middle-aged Bond when he's on his prime. I just want that. Give me like a Henry Cavill. Just give me a Henry Cavill or something. And the game itself, it looks generic. It looks fine. Again, it gives me Uncharted with Hitman vibes. That's all it gives me. Uncharted with Hitman vibes. Story could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not feeling Bond. I'm not feeling Bond in this one. I don't care what anyone says. He doesn't feel like Bond. He feels like trying to be Bond. I don't know. He's no Sean Connery. Not Pierce Brosnan. Definitely not Daniel Craig. I don't like Daniel Craig's version of Bond, but yeah. I don't know about this one, guys. This one, the cut down is ticking on my PS5 PR pre-order. The countdown is ticking on my PS5 pre-order. Bond reimagined. Bond goes up to the bartender. My pronouns are he, him, not she, her. Yup, pretty much. First Light. Oh my gosh. This game, find and go hard. If you guys think Lego Batman is good, this will be a good also. I don't know, but will it be that good? I don't know how I feel about this new Bond era. Modern take Bond. So there's a lot of stuff going around, a lot of coping with this game too as well. Besides this trailer we just saw with Bond. And we have this by Pirate Nation. 007 First Light wants to be the first or be the best Bond game ever. Already, guys. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Better than GoldenEye, better than anything else that has come before. Narrative director Martin Imbrogue said just that everyone agrees that this is the best Bond game ever. When a colleague suggested it could be the best game ever, he added, I'll take that. That's kind of the minimum that we can expect. To be honest, James Bond is niche games-wise, and there really hasn't been a good, like, real good James Bond game. Even, like, if you look at GoldenEye and N64 or any other, Like, they're fine, they're good, but they're not like something I wouldn't be like, this is the best like game ever. Narratively as well, not the best. It's still good. It's fine for what it is. You know, it's a good tie-in game with the movies, whatever, but it's not anything to talk about. They want to best the famous GoldenEye game from 1997. The game is a new story about a young James Bond. It shows his early days before he becomes the full 00 spy. So he's not 007 yet. Okay, so this game, because it's pre-Bond, it's going to be very interesting and at the same time, not intriguing enough for me to actually get into it. Maybe when they do like a sequel when he actually becomes Bond, I would pick this up. So this is a game I wouldn't pick up first day. I think it's better for a sale. I think this will be a sale game for me in general when it goes on sale. I will be not picking this day one. And full price. No. I will be not doing that. That's for a fact. But yeah. So what we got here? There's something here about James Bond. There's one more thing I want to bring up here. Yeah, here we go. So this is also by Pirate Nation, PC Gamer Journals. So this is the PC Gamer. They wrote this. At it again, 007 First Light James Bond probably won't be sexist, misogynist, dinosaur. Some things fall by the wayside. The IO Interactive says they are shifting in old Bond classic. They are shifting in old Bond classic films like GoldenEye, claiming James Bond is dashing 007 or British intelligence, kind of misogynistic sometimes. I'm so confused. So is he or is he not? So is he the flirtatious character we know? What is he? First, James Bond's probably won't be a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. Some things fall by the wayside, IO Interact says. Interesting. Time to turn 007 into 000. It sales. Zero sales. At this point, I just don't understand what modern game devs want anymore. It's like they just want to see everything burn. How's the ground while patting themselves in the back for a job well done. Being a straight shooter doesn't make you misogynist. Never once was he sexist. His boss was a woman and he respected her more than when a dude look over. Now, if they did, he was a womanizer, then yeah, like that's part of the. Yeah, he's more of like a womanizer. That's true. He flirts with every woman a little bit. He's flirtatious. He's suave. He's a power fantasy, a man's power fantasy. That's all he is of a character. Oof, I had this pre-ordered, but I should have known there would be a dumbass statement. Now I will cancel and wait. Yeah, I think this is a wait and see game too, to be honest. I think this is a sale game, wait on sale too. I don't think this is a one day, first day buy. Even though I love Uncharted and I like Hitman, I don't want this game. Like, you would think IO Interactive, the people that did Hitman, would be a fantastic one-to-one thing for James Bond, right? It's like perfect. And then you see it and you're like, actually, maybe I was wrong. I thought you could do it, but it's not what I thought you would do, you know, kind of deal. That's how I feel about it. But that's what we have now, and it's coming out soon, guys. I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you're excited for this game or not. I'm kind of meh, to be honest, on this one. Again, it's just a wait and see for me. And from everything I've seen, it feels like it's going to be toned down Bond in a modern era. So modern take, era Bond. So like the Daniel Craig one, which I don't like. So there you go. If it's Daniel Craig, they're doing Bond pretty much style wise. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I don't care if it's an Uncharted clone or a Hitman. I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. I don't want James Bonds to get broken even more. I just want a good Bond. Just bring him back to an era of like the 50s, 60s, 70s era style Bond. Just bring him into that era piece and just leave him there. Don't bring him forward. Please don't retell stories like these. We don't need Bond in a modern era. We really don't. Really don't. Just make it a history piece in that era. Just do that, please. You ruined Bond as much as you could. You don't need to ruin him this much, please. But it's Amazon Studios, so I'm not surprised. Okay, I think I'm going to go into the last topic for today, guys, with PlayStation. I don't even know where to start with PlayStation, guys, because, oh boy, PlayStation had a week. PlayStation had a week. Okay. I don't know where to start with this one, guys. But PlayStation had a crazy week. A crazy, crazy week. I don't even know what is happening at PlayStation. Who's even in charge? What is going on PlayStation? They just love losing money and losing players and just completely missing the mark. It's just not looking good for PlayStation. You thought Xbox is doing bad? When you see PlayStation, how much they're missing the mark this week, holy moly. I never would have thought Microsoft's actually trying to turn back the clock and try to actually get the gamers back and trying to do something. Xbox is trying to get back. And then Sony's like, no, we're going to do it better. And we're going to do it even more expensiver. We're going to do it even better. You're going to have better things. With PlayStation, trust us, bros, trust us. No, this is pretty bad, guys. So I think we should start with the price increase first. There is a lot, though. So PlayStation posted this starting May 20th, which it already passed. PlayStation Plus price for new customers. Interesting. They specify new customers, not old customers. If you opt out of your subscription, you're now a new customer, unfortunately. So they want you to be there for a while. Will increase in select regions due to ongoing market conditions. It's always ongoing market conditions. Can you please specify what is ongoing market conditions? Because they never do. They never do. Is it the tariffs, which the tariffs are leaving? Is it the RAM shortage with the AI data centers, all that, which could be it or could be not it? Is it just fucking greed? Let's be honest. Is it just full-on greed so these CEOs put a little bit into their pockets and book it when it gets too spicy, when it gets too hot in the kitchen, and they leave and they bail out? Is it something like that, or is there more to it? What is this ongoing market conditions? Please specify. Please, let's be transparent here. But no, they never are. They've been saying this for months to years now, and always increasing the prices of the PlayStation 5, increasing costs of everything, accessories, to what you want to know, subscription, which the subscription hasn't really changed. It's the same thing. It's just increasing now. Everything's increasing, guys. Have you seen it? Everything's increasing. Like, bro, every time I say this, I feel like I'm a record again and again. I say it. It feels like there's just fake inflation going on. It's just pure greed. Not just Sony and PlayStation, but Microsoft, Xbox, Nintendo. They're all doing this. But here we go. So The ongoing market condition prices will start at $10.99 USD. And then there's your other places for 1 month subscription and $27.99 USD for 3-month subscriptions. This price change does not apply to current subscribers except in Turkey and India unless the existing subscription changes or Lappins. Taps to Sai. Concord tax. Probably. Smash JT might be right about that. Because how much they've been flopping with live service games, like I said, which we're going to go into. That's another reason why. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. The woke tax at work. Right, Sony? Who's going to cover for these flops? Blaming market conditions is insane. It should be free to play online games without paywalls in 2026. Yes. 100% yes. Blaming market conditions is insane. It should be free to play online games without paywalls in 2026. Exactly. Every one of these companies that you're already playing, the PC market doesn't have this problem. You pay for one internet bill and you can play any game online for free. You don't have this subscription method they're doing for paying for online. I thought this was the biggest scam. Even when I saw Microsoft do it with Xbox, I always hated that shit. Even with the OG Xbox or Xbox Live Gold or whatever, when the 360, I always hated this shit that you need to play for online because it's like a privileged thing. It's like, no, online should be for everything for free. The extra things you get, the bonuses, the emulation games, or whatever you're attached to the subscription, that's what you should be paying for only. You shouldn't be paying for online at all. That should be a free thing. You know why they do that, right? Because if they didn't have that package, the online, no one would. I feel like it would be less of a need to get PS Plus if they didn't have the online service. If there's online service with the PS Plus and you get these extra goodies or whatever, which is not really, you really don't own those games, to be honest, because when you cancel, you can't even reactivate those games. So you don't really own those games, so there's no point. Again, it's a scam. It's a big scam. Just like I thought Xbox Game Pass is also kind of like a scam for me. Like, it's okay to, of course, like, it's okay to subscribe for like a month just to check it out or play with your friends, but you're not going to be on it constantly, or check it out just to demo out a game on your PC or whatever. But like having it constantly as a game source is not the way, guys. I'd rather just buy the game. Due to economic conditions for consumers, we are unsubscribing consumers. Pay for internet, pay to play online, pay to buy game, pay to cosmetics, pay to win, pay to lose, pay for DLC, pay to lose, pay for DLC. Gaming is fun and relaxing. I've been with PlayStation from the beginning. Every console, every first-party software, and exclusive up until Spider-Man 2. The wokeness made me stop buying software. This 30-day DRM. Oh, yeah, the DRM 30-day thing is also a bunch of bullshit. We went through that. Made me cancel PS Plus. The global ID verification will ensure that the PS5 is the last piece of hardware I ever buy from Sony. My money is on Steam. So here, non-binary. That's funny. That's pretty dumb. It's so dumb. I agree with this. I've bought every PlayStation hardware besides the PSP. I only played PSP with friends. I have a PS Vita though. But I've had every PlayStation hardware besides the PS5. When I saw the PS5, I wasn't enticed because I was already playing PC games by then. I said I had a PS4. That was the last generation I bought for Sony. And the PS5, I didn't really have a knee-jerk reaction to go out and play. I usually wait like 2 years or 3 years until a new console comes out and I get it. I was never, especially this generation, it feels like it's just a scam and it feels like it's not needed anymore. I'm more just into PC and I have my Nintendo Switch, which I'm still playing some old games. I don't have a Switch 2 because I refused with the Nintendo being so greedy and scummy with that. But I had a Switch 1 for a while now. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll get a Switch 2. Don't know. But I'm mostly just PC now these days. It's because I saw everyone grabbing it during 2020, during like COVID and everything. And everyone grabbed it. All the, people, scalpers grabbing them and chip shortages and all this and that. There was problems. And they increased the price. They were making bank with those. I remember that. And then for some reason, I was like, oh, now they have them in stock. Should I get one? And I was thinking about it, and I saw a lot of these PlayStation games coming to PC, and I was like, oh, wait. Isn't PlayStation mostly for the exclusives? I really don't care about the third parties because I could play them on PC. But I'm like, why are most of these PS5 games coming to PC? So I questioned that, and I was like, is there even a point? I can wait. I have a backlog of games. I can wait. So even then, I was like, there's no reason to get a PlayStation. And then I unsubscribed from PS Plus when I stopped playing with my PS4. And I never went back ever since. The only time I did like 1 month is I wanted to play with my siblings. We had Uncharted 4, and I wanted to play multiplayer with them because you can only play that with the Uncharted 4 on the PS4 version, not the PS5 version of the game, multiplayer. And we were going to play multiplayer together. That was it for a month. And then I was done. So, again, what's the reasoning and what's the foundation of getting a PlayStation 5 these days? I have no reason to get it. The only thing I can think of that would be a reasonable thing to get it is the 60 frame upgrade for my PS4 games to my PS5. That's it. That's it. I can't think of anything else I would get a PS5 for because everything I can get on PS5, I can get on PC. I think PS5 is not a good moneymaker, especially if you want to invest into in gaming. I think PS5 will be the worst thing to do. I think it's maybe better to even get a Switch 2 with this, how expensive everything is. I think Switch 2 might be a better way to play. Now, PC is probably the best, but how greedy everything is, it's insane. Like, I don't know. I think I'm done with Sony. I think I'm done with PlayStation. I've been done with Microsoft, Xbox for a long time. But I think I'm completely done with Sony and PlayStation. I loved a lot of their games in the past, but the Sony of today is not a Sony of yesteryear. It's not the same, guys. It's not the same. This is not the same company. This is a completely different entity of what I remember PlayStation being. PlayStation became what Xbox was when they were doing the Xbox One. They became that. Xbox is sort of correcting themselves now, but we will see with that. But yeah, there's more to this. This is insane, guys. Absolutely insane. I'll show you guys more. There's so much more to this thing. It's kind of disappointing what happened here. It's not just that. Why are you subscribing to this when you're getting hacked constantly? The biggest hack in history during the PS3 era, Everyone knows how big that was. They lost billions, millions, billions on that. Worse than the failure of Concord. This is one by Pirate Nation. PlayStation Network is currently experiencing issues with many players unable to sign in. Player online games, open the PlayStation Store, or access to digital games they paid for. Sony has confirmed problems with PSN service, but hasn't said what caused the outage yet. The last major PSN outage occurred in February 2025 when the network was down for almost a full day worldwide. Over the past year, PSN has had several outages. Why do you subscribe to something like this that keeps doing this? I can't believe people still pay for this scam in the big 2026. Have they tried their go-to excuse by blaming market conditions yet? Yeah. Fuck it. It's just L after L for ponies. And there's Marathon. Another live service game that's flopping. Yeah. Digital games are great until the service takes a lunch break, and your library goes with it. Yep. Yep. So there again, problems. It's probably back now, but again, you shouldn't be having problems for a service that you're paying for a bit amount for now. You know, you shouldn't be having these problems. There should be no problems like this, but that's impossible because you're going to be paying for it. You're going to be paying for all of these, guys. All of these. So there's your price increase, new PS Plus price increase, 1 month, Essential, $10.99. It's only $1, guys. It's only $1, guys. It's not a big problem. It's only $1. Yeah, that's what they all say. And then you get all these, the old heads who've been paying for a while, they're going to get an increase too. This is not just for the new people. Just wait and see. The old heads who've been paying for a subscription for a while, they're also getting an increase. Watch. The extra $16.99 was $14.99. Premium is $19.99, was $17.99. 3 months Essential. There you go. All those. PlayStation price goes up and Xbox price goes down. What a joke. Can't wait to pay $99 per month soon. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, Xbox price went down. Xbox Game Pass went down. That's pretty insane. That is true. That is true. Xbox is shifting gears, of course. Here's Jeff Keighley also saying it. The cost of PlayStation Plus is increasing starting May 20th, only for a new subscribers. Essential will be only $1 more, $10.99 a month. Sony raising PS Plus prices with 0 new features is a joke. Agree. Higher costs, same service. Lose your old rate if your sub lapses. No upgrades, and Canada gets hit harder. Total cash grab. Yep, Jeff Keighley just saying, this is what's happening. What do you think? What do we think? Is a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. I agree. Yeah, you know, all these price increases, and they always say, oh, ongoing, whatever. Well, it doesn't look good for Sony because Sony is facing a lawsuit over claims that the company unfairly benefited from PlayStation 5 price increase linked to import tariffs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So are they lying about what's going on?
Huh?
Like I said, what are these? Let's be transparent. What are these increasing ongoing economic market conditions? What is this? According to the lawsuit, Sony raised PS5 price after tariffs were placed on imported goods. These extra costs were reportedly passed on the customers, making consoles more expensive. The legal complaint says the tariffs were later ruled unlawful, which means companies may now qualify for refunds from the government. plaintiffs argues that if the Sony keeps both the higher price paid by customers and any future tariff refunds, the company would receive what the lawsuit describes as double benefit. The case was filed in a California federal court and could expand into class action covering many PlayStation 5 buyers across the United States. So if they find out, because the tariffs they always said tariffs are the problem. They were never the problem, guys. It wasn't that. They did something before that even happened or did anything. So they're continuing to raise the prices of all these things, ongoing thing, but there's no beneficial thing. This is the problem that's going to the lawsuit, and they're going to court with Nintendo as well. They did the same thing as well as PlayStation and probably even Microsoft. All these companies rose their prices and they have nothing to show for it, and the customer paid the price. So, again, this all leads to one thing, and one thing only. Maybe there was some shortage. Maybe there was some parts that they couldn't actually put into the systems that maybe benefited it. But more likely, it was just so these shareholders and bankers who were telling them, you need to raise the prices because everyone's raising the prices. They did this to Nintendo recently with the Switch 2. You're going to be left in the dark, and it's going to be hard for us to work with you. They had to do these, as well as it's all about the greed. CEOs putting their money pockets in and then peace out. And how does this benefit the people, the consumer, the little people that paid? This keeps happening, but I don't see the people who suffer the cost getting anything back. There you go. Nothing. Absolutely. Wait until they force age verification. The amount of money they're gonna lose is gonna be ridiculous. It's called the stupid decision tax. Yep, the Concord tax. They've lost money on Concord. They're currently losing money on buying Bungie along with Marathon. So they're raising prices on everything to make up for it. It might be that, actually. It might be just that. I just thought about it. It could be the greed, but it could be just how much fuck-ups they've done with this live service slop, which there's a lot. It could be that. It could be just that they're taxing us because of that. You know? Oh, the test case. Imagine the law firms watching this closely since they will recap 33% of any win. Yep. Everyone's going to get it now because all these companies are lying to your faces. And it's sad. Can we just be transparent? Tell us the truth. Tell your customers what you're thinking, why we're doing this, what is happening. But it's just PR speak. Nothing with actual substance to it. Nothing. Not just that happened with Sony PlayStation, but Sony had hacks for months, and it started getting rampant. So I did what I had to do. I changed my password, got more secure, stopped every messaging, blah, blah, blah. I did whatever I could because it's starting to get rampant. So Sony PlayStation Network accounts are being stolen very easily right now, even with extra security like 2FA or a passkey. The problem is not stolen passwords or a big data leak, but attackers who call or chat with PlayStation support and trick the team using just your public PlayStation username and one old payment detail, such as the last 4 digits of your card or an older number. Once successful, they change your email, turn off security, reset your password, and lock you out. This has happened to normal players and famous ones too, which we're going to get into because there's one big one that happened and it got public. Sony has known about this for months, but it has not fixed it yet. The protect your account, hide your PlayStation username from social media bios and pictures, remove saved payment cards, or use virtual cards with low limits. Check your accounts often for new sign-ins. And there you go. So, again, hacking is almost all the time. They take your data, everything. The famous hack during PS3, and there was one during the PS4, and then there was one at the PS5. So it's almost like they don't know how to have a secure system, PlayStation. It's like, why would I want to give my information away to PlayStation? I don't know. That's why when Helldivers 2 came out and they were telling you that you have to link to your PlayStation account with your PC, when your PC players with PlayStation, they didn't want to. This is why. Because PC players don't trust PlayStation. And they shouldn't. Because when this happens constantly and their data has been stolen and all this information has been, stolen and everything, it just ruins the experience. It's like, I'd rather trust a company that has less of these problems than a company that has it every month, this problem. It's like, it's kind of gross, but it's also a sad sign of PlayStation not caring about its customers and not caring about their own safety of their game console and their company. It's like, yikes, dude. It's not good. It's not good at all, guys. It's how many times can you mess up this badly? So, Colin Moriarty, if you don't know, he's a big YouTuber, worked at IGN with many other, kind of funny. He moved away, kind of fun. Now he has his own podcast. He's a big PlayStation dude, and he was pissed because his account got hacked and others in his group got hacked, and he was said he's going to quit podcasting and everything. He doesn't care about his games, really. He has a bunch. He just cares about his trophies and his saves. That's it, pretty much. And here's Colt Classic Cage. He said, literally the dumbest argument to make when PlayStation is likely having a hack/backdoor breach issue, so much so even pony podcaster Colin Moriarty has affected, and the only reason he didn't have to wait weeks for help is because he had friends high places at PlayStation, which is true because he's buddies with PlayStation people, so he got the better access of it. If you're just a pure normie and you have this problem, you won't be able to go into your account for probably weeks end. He had it real fast. My PSN account was hacked seemingly as part of an ongoing suffocated series of moves against both random and prominent users. So there you're one PlayStation exclusives for your PC, but you aren't ready to sign up until a free PSN account or pay for the actual games. So many of you are one exclusive, yeah. But yeah, so many of you want PlayStation games on PC, X to doubt. Yeah, it's like, bruh, some of the games that they've been coming out with, like the PS4 one had some bangers, but the ones on PS5 that are coming to PC are not that interesting, in my opinion, at all. So yeah, if hate him or like him, Colin Moriarty, for me, I'm kind of like 50-50. He has some good takes, and then he has some really horrible takes sometimes with him. But that's fine. I have his gripes with him, and then I have some things where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. He's telling it how it is. That's good. But he's an insider like everyone else of these people that been in the industry. He's never gonna go against the grain, I would say, or speak actually his mind. But because if he speaks, he might get shunned out of the industry. So you know, you could say they're shills, but they're more of like, we're kind of buddy-buddy with them, but we can't, what's the word I want to say? I gotta be careful. You can't actually be completely honest. You're kind of like semi-honest, I would say. I don't know. It's something like that. But yeah. Yeah, it's so weird, but she is right though, because you have insiders like a normie would never have this, and it's pretty sad that, that could happen in that area. So yeah. Big hack with that, with Colin. And then what else we got? Oh my goodness, there's so much. We're getting a state of play. This might be the only positive, but then again, after all that, I don't know. I'll probably be streaming and reacting to this on one of these days. So PlayStation has announced a new state of play on June 2nd, 2026 at 2 p.m. specific time. It will be 1 hour event. Holy moly. There's going to be a lot here, guys. This is the Summer Game Fest event, pretty much. Streamed on Twitch and YouTube, will feature news, updates, announcements, and gameplay reveals for upcoming PS5 games, and we'll have a special focus on Marvel's Wolverine, which is the next big game coming out of PlayStation, I would say. Next AAA game. Again, Insomniac, Spider-Man people, they're doing this. I'm not expecting much for that game either, to be honest. But yeah, that is happening. A lot of PlayStation, a lot of stuff. Now, let's check on Marathon. How is Marathon doing, guys? Okay. It's loading in, guys, real quick. I'm checking SteamDB. SteamDB. All right. Whoa. Messed up there. Sorry, guys. So here we go. SteamDB. How's Marathon doing? Oh.
Holy shit.
Okay, so players right now, even though it's, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 7,865, 24-hour peak, 12,054, still not good. Either way you look at it, it's not good, guys. It's not good. All-time peak. Even all-time peak is not that good. This game is a flop. This is a failure of a game. 83%. People didn't stick around. This is an absolute failure. And if you look at Destiny 2, there's more people playing Destiny 2 at the moment. And it has a better all-time peak, too. And again, this game's free to play, and Marathon is $40. It has lower reviews, but still, this is a better game in general. More people are playing this. They like this better than Marathon. Okay, we have that. So, we know that Marathon is live service slop. It's not good. It's in the Concord High Guard situation at the moment. And it doesn't look good for Bungie, Sony at the moment with this game. Because Bungie is reportedly planning major layoffs as the studio shifts focus following its transition under Sony, according to Bloomberg. At the same time, Destiny is not currently in active development. So now the Destiny players are pissed. They stopped the Destiny 2 servers, the updates for the game. So you could still go on the servers, but there will be nothing left for that game. It's pretty much done for. And they got all rid of it so they can move all their team into Marathon, and there's no Destiny 3 in the works. So now there's civil war with the Marathon and Destiny 2 players. Again, for me, I don't care about any of them. I played Destiny 1. It was fine. I never really got into Destiny 2. I was more into Bungie when they were in their Halo phase. After that, really didn't care what Bungie really did. Bungie is a nothing burger for me now these days. I don't care really what Bungie does. And Bungie has no plans right now to fully greenlight another large-scale project for the existing Destiny 2 team. Employees are said to be pitching and prototyping different ideas, including projects set in the Destiny universe, but none have been approved for full production yet. Instead, Bungie resources are reportedly being redirected toward Marathon, the studio's newly released extraction shooter. And Bungie, Destiny fans pissed. So if you're a Destiny fan, I feel bad for you. Your game just got destroyed. Your game is destroyed. And it's really sad. Here we go. Marathon is getting review bombed after Bungie announced that Destiny 2 will stop getting major content updates after the June release. Bungie will also do layoffs, according to Bloomberg. Many longtime Destiny players seem to be using Marathon review page to share frustration with Bungie over the future of Destiny 2. Marathon could be the next target from Sony if they don't meet their expectations. So PlayStation might pull the plug on these, or something's going to happen with this. It's not looking good for the live service version of Sony games. We have, what is it? What's that game called? There's that looting game coming out. I forgot what it's called. Live service game. And then we have the Horizon multiplayer thing that looks atrociously bad. So more live slop coming from Sony. And actually, where are the good single player games? Where are these games? If you want actually a good multiplayer, bring back SOCOM, bring back Killzone, bring back those games. Go back to your old library and play those games. Add a single player good story, but also add a multiplayer extension to it. I always liked Uncharted games too that had the good single player and actually a fun multiplayer. Just give me games like that. Give me a full service game, not just live service slop that has nothing to it, just live service. That's it. It's multiplayer live service. That's it. There's no single player element. There's no any other element to it. No, we don't want that. No one wants that. Just do it what worked before. It's not that difficult. I don't think it would be difficult, but for some reason it is for them. Yeah, it's not looking good in that department. So let's see. So what is going on with this is PlayStation's listening to the conversations, which is a shocker. So this one's by Insider Gaming, and it says PlayStation exploring the revival of older IPs, its claim. I just talked about it. Killzone, SOCOM, any of these multiplayer games with a great single player. A new claim states that PlayStation might be looking to bring back some of its old IPs. It seems quite a few changes are brewing with PlayStation and Xbox and begun its rebrand under the new CEO just today. We saw a new announcement from a company revealing that PlayStation Plus, all this, old PlayStation IPs could be returning. Let's see. Nate the Hate has started on X. He also leaked the Nintendo stuff, so he's more reliable, I guess. There is truth to Sony's exploring and considering reviving some of their older studio IPs. When IPs exactly could be in the play are now not known, but players have already begun listing their preferences in comment section. There are a variety of IPs that Sony could revive, bringing an influx of nostalgic fans to these games. Some of the most talked about franchises are Sly Cooper, Infamous, Ape Escape, and Jak and Daxter, and more. Oh, guys. We talked about this last time with the infamous Sly Cooper, and then the Ape Escape Jak and Daxter was new. I said these could be redone to be a double A experience and have something actually fun with them, they don't have to be triple A. They don't. They really don't. They could be double A experiences and still be good. Would I want modern Sony PlayStation to touch these games? Probably not. I would need some faith, that I would need to see some actually trust to see these franchises do good on their side, not bad. Because I don't want these franchises to get worse and worse. Because Sly Cooper, done dirty, especially at the end of 4. I wish they continued that, but they didn't want that. Infamous, I haven't had a game since Second Son and First Light or whatever that was. And even then, I wanted more Cole, and I guess we didn't get Cole. We got different stories. Ape Escape could work, but that, again, has to be not a AAA game. That has to be something like an Astrobot, I would say. Kind of like a AA style or something. And Jak and Daxter, there was that one remake that Sun Zero Games did, but that you guys didn't want it, so for the first game. So, I don't know, Jak and Daxter is in a weird place, too. And, of course, Naughty Dog doesn't want to touch it. They don't know what to do with it. So, none of these franchises has received a game in the past decades. The most recent would be Infamous, with Infamous Second Son and First Light spin-off released in 2014. Wow. More than 10 years ago. The oldest one would be Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier, which was released for PS2 and PSP in 2009. Holy shit. So, they're looking at the conversations online that this nostalgia PS2 era games they want, because most of these are just PS2 games, right? Well, PS1 with Ape Escape. Infamous is more PS3. Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter are more PS2. Yeah, so they're trying to go back. Sony, PlayStation. I know you guys wanted to do this, and I know what's his name, Sean, did this too. Was it Sean? I forgot who started bringing back these IPs, and I thought they were doing really well on the PS4. You did that with you did that with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. That was a huge comeback. Then Spyro the Dragon, the Spyro Dragon remakes. Then Medieval. Then you remastered some older games. You brought that. Medieval remake I really enjoyed. I wish you would guys do Medieval 2 remake and bring Medieval to PC. Just do it, please. Just bring Medieval. I would rebuy it. I don't care. I liked Medieval with Sir Daniel Fortescue. Please just bring back Medieval. I would buy it on PC if you brought the remake back. I would rebuy it. If it was $40, I would rebuy it for $40 again. I don't care. Bring back those AA games. They don't have to be AAA. Parappa the Rapper. Remember they remastered that one. They did all these games. They brought them back. They tried to do something with them. Sly Cooper. Ratchet and Clank is like the only one that's still relevant. But besides that, like none of these came back. So, yeah, you could go back and redo it. But do I want a modern version of these games that could be butchered with a modern Sony? Because it's not the same. I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. I would have to look into it. I would have to see it for myself. But would I want that? Probably not. They butchered so much of these games, so much of these characters, and how they left it. It's just like, I don't know. I think just leave them as is. That was their time period. I don't think when they're doing this, they're their IP bankruptcy. They're in a problem right now, and they're trying to revamp all of these. They tried to bring back Twisted Metal, and nothing happened with that too. So, yeah, this is not good for Sony. This is not good for Sony, but They are trying. They are trying their best with this. So this was going around, passed around, and I think this is a bunch of bullshit because we known about this. So this headline is very deceiving already. PlayStation CEO confirms single-player games will no longer launch on PC. This is misleading because he did not say this. This is not what he said. So this was already by Jason Schreier by Bloomberg a few months ago. And now it's going around. Every article is going with this, that Jason Schreier was right, that PlayStation single-player games are no longer launching on PC. It never launched on PC. It never did. It was a limited exclusive time, and then it went to PC. Again, this is already wrong. All about this is wrong. So this is already fake news. If had confirmed by Bloomberg Jason Schreier that big PlayStation... Okay, it was confirmed by him. Okay, that a big PlayStation games, particularly those with a single-player focus, will no longer launch on PC. This is a push from Sony Group to return to console exclusivity, hosting only multiplayer-centric titles across both PlayStation 5 and PC. So multiplayer will be on PC as well, day one. Because they don't have enough people to play online games on PlayStation, it seems. Namely, the additional information is that Herman Host, the CEO, has confirmed the direction of any all-news town hall. The slate of narrative single-player games headed to PlayStation will launch only on PlayStation and won't be ported to PC later. He did not say that. If you look into that, he did not say that. Again, this is wrong. PlayStation gamers are firmly PlayStation games. In March, PlayStation was planning to pull back on publishing first-party single-player games on PC. Wait, this is not true. This is false. They're still leaving those games. It has stated that this was likely due to low sales on PC. Yes, they were lower. That is true. And the ongoing inherent risk of damaging its brand, PlayStation, and allowing users to experience the label's first-party titles away from PlayStation consoles. Earlier today, Jason Schreier took to social media with a scoop, confirming that CEO Herman Host held a new town hall at PlayStation strategy. This means that games like Wolverine and the Heretic Prophet won't hit PC, what they do launch, with Wolverine coming first this year. It was recently claimed that Intergalactic, 2 years away from Death Stranding 2 on the beach on PC shortly after Schreier's original report went out. Certain PlayStation. So this is fake. This is fake. Comments. Yeah, they sold bad, but without PC, the games will sell even less. This is a fact. So this is what I'm telling you. They're still going to be on PC, guys. Don't worry. If you're a PC player, you're still going to get Sony games, PlayStation. Look at Soros. These games are all flopping hard. The PS6 will sell well less, and doing cross-gen for 3 or more years again will hurt the consoles even more. PS6 will be the last PlayStation 3 to 5 years before Sony pulls the plug. The console market outside Nintendo is dead. I agree. Trying to cling to anyone, they still can. The console days are numbered. I can only see this hurting Sony long term. It's gonna turn. So this article is a very disingenuous already. So this thing has came up for what? This is by a person, not actually by the CEO. The CEO did not say this. If I find the actual wording of what he said, let me find what he said, because he did not say that they're going to move away from PC. They did not say that. He did not say that. Let me see. Herman Holtz. Let me see. Because this, I got to find it. This is in this genuine, and it's just a complete lie already. And they're taking Jason Schreier's Bloomberg article as fact when it's not fact at all. Let me see if I could find it. Because everyone's going with Jason Schreier said this when it's not true. I gotta find it because there's a lot of disinformation going around, and every article is going with this. Because it still could be PlayStation exclusive. That's fine, these games, but they will be coming out later on PC because they don't want to do it day one. You know, they're all saying, "Oh, it's confirmed. Oh, it's confirmed." Where is actually him saying it? That's what I'm trying to find. You know, because there's a lot of this genuine thing here. That what's going on here with this. So, let me see. Sorry about this, guys. I wish I had it earlier. Because a lot of people are running with this narrative that the PlayStation games won't be coming to PC anymore. It was done for. But that's not true. I think a lot of PlayStation fans are going with this narrative when Jason Schreier is not the person who said that, and Holst, the CEO, did not say that at all. If you see what he said, they're just going with this narrative. You know? I can't find it. I don't know. I can't find it anymore, but there's a lot of bullshit here going with this. Running with this article, because when I was reading a different article, it wasn't this one, I can't find it. It said that they don't know what he said, but this could be implemented this way, you know, kind of deal. Like, it's almost like Jason Schreier is the only intel when we didn't actually get a faithful actual yes, this is happening from Hulsk, the CEO, Herman Hulsk. So they're just running with this narrative everywhere I see that Jason Schreier said this and Hulk probably said it too. Like, bruh. Then I just won't play PlayStation single-player games. Go ahead and be a legit be my money. That's fine with me. I think it is a horrible idea. Console exclusive pretty much isn't that viable in this day and age, and it is probably going to shoot them in the foot. You could just see what Forza Horizon 6, how well it's doing on PC. Do you think that market is going to be mostly on Xbox? I doubt it. I think most is going to be PC, guys. Then lower your console prices. That's what's killing you. PlayStation has gone way downhill. Corporate greed got the best of them, I guess. PC will always reign supreme, in my opinion. I can get every game I want. You know, an emulator is all you need to get the games you want, and free at that. Yep. This is an automatic choice. There's zero chance it will spend. I'm saying this is not going to happen. This is a dumb choice to do. So again, fake, pretty much dishonest people are going around with this narrative, and that's the narrative now. because that's not what it is. It's that, yes, they're stopping launch day exclusive games on PC, which they never did. It's only for multiplayer, but they will have these games later on PC. They didn't say we're moving away from PC altogether and it's just PlayStation games on PlayStation. No, no, no. That's the false disinformation here. Because if they did that, that would just shoot them in the foot completely. They would be losing money, like that one guy said in the comments, and there's no point. They need money right now. They don't want to lose money because these people that have PlayStations, you have all these PlayStation, but they're not buying the games. There's no games on PlayStation, so what's even the point? You know? So it is dumb. It is very dumb in that situation as well. Okay, yeah, we got the hacks done, and this is the last one for PlayStation. Ghost of Yotai Legends online multiplayer support ends after just 2 months.
Holy shit.
So, again, narrative was this game did good. X to doubt. I don't think it did really well. I think a PC port could help it a little bit, but I doubt it. This is not Ghost of Tsushima. Everyone wanted Ghost of Tsushima 2. It never happened. We got Ghost of Yotai. And I guess no one's playing this online game because it didn't have enough support. And they're entering in 2 months. So, again, their flagship games, even Soros is doing horrible. These mainline PlayStation games are not doing so well. Why is that? It could be because the writing sucks. Could be that it's not interesting anymore. These characters, all these games feel the same. It could be many other factors. The people that are working on these games hate the gamers. That's another one I see a lot. There's not enough creativity. It's not enough. Like, the only thing that on PlayStation that would interest me is Astrobot. That's all. Astrobot is the only game on PlayStation I'm only fascinated to play. And I wish it would come to PC, but that's the only one on PS5 I would be interested to play, is Astrobot. Most of these games, I don't care. I really don't care. Maybe Demon Souls, maybe. Or, the Dark Souls, Demon Souls one, maybe. But there's not really much. That's why the state of play, that when it comes out, it has to be hitting hard with a lot of games. And most of those games are going to be third party that you can play on PC. You know, the new Kena game, or Kena, that's going to be on PC and PlayStation. So there's no point, again, for PlayStation at all. I'm good with the PC, with the Kena sequel. That's the only thing besides Astrobot. Like, I don't care about the rest. See what happens, but yeah. Not looking too good for PlayStation. Again, a lot of not good things happen with PlayStation. They really dropped the ball, especially this week. All this news dropped, and I was like, holy shit, PlayStation needs to get cleansed. It needs every one of these people that have these ideas to get people with actually creative ideas and get people that actually will make you money, but not in a greedy way, but actually will make you money, but in a creative way to do it where it feels not forced and it doesn't feel disgenuine to the customer, to the gamer. It needs a whole revamp. It really does. It really does. Yeah, but before I leave today, one more story, guys. Xbox is doing the same as Sony right now. Xbox CSO to focus on reviving stored franchises. So they are wanting, Xbox is going back to their library and they're trying to revive some old IPs. Not shocked whatsoever about this. This is what they should have done a long time ago, and it shows. Here's another one here, right here, real quick. Oh, did I X myself? No. No, I didn't X. Okay, I'm good. I thought I X myself for a second. I was like, no, what did I do? What did I do? Please don't leave me. Don't do it, please. Brain fart. I got brain fart there. Okay. Here it is. Matthew Ball is now Xbox's new chief strategy officer after CEO Ashish Sharma announced the hire this week. He is well-known gaming expert who writes an popular yearly report called State of Video Gaming, and many people in the game industry respect his idea because he has adversed Microsoft before on the Game Pass service. In his new job, Ball wants to revive some of Microsoft's old popular games, series such as Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, and Blue Dragon. Interesting, Blue Dragon. That would be interesting. Since these characters still have fans and can generate money. He also wants to strengthen the Xbox console business and make it more profitable as an industry shifts forward subscription like Game Pass instead of single game purchases. Ball believes Xbox can grow by focusing on these services and legacy series. Now, the legacy series, I'm down if they can do it correctly, which, again, modern Xbox, I don't know how I feel about that, guys. And live service, fuck live service. Fuck that. Focus on the games. That is the priority for PlayStation and Xbox at the moment, even Nintendo. Focus on the games and the money will come in. Stop with this live service bullcrap. It's not needed. Just focus on the games and you can do great. So Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, and Blue Dragon. Interesting. I haven't played these in a long-ass time, all these three. But, yeah. After Matt Booty, now that's Matt Balls. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
After Matt Booty, now it's Matt Balls. Are you fucking kidding me? Question mark.
No!
That is actually pretty good. That's a good way to wrap this up, guys. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Holy crap. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy shit. That was a good one. That one I give praise to. That was a fine one. I didn't think about. Holy shit. That got me out. Yeah, that was it for me today, guys. Sorry if I ranted, but you had to rant with this because Sony PlayStation is absolutely insane what they're doing. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but I had to go through it because it was just a lot. There's something going on in that company, and they need to fix things quick because they're going to be losing a lot of money as well as losing their customers each day with everything they're doing. It's not good. So, sorry about that. I might have been a little bit negative there in some areas, but I just want to bring up because that's a lot of info that has to be shown because a lot of this has to be shown. You can't just say, oh, I don't want to learn about this. I don't want to see it. I'll just do whatever I want because, information, of course, information is power. And if you're informed and you understand the situation, you would be more educated and more informed about what is going on in your environment. You could see what is going on, and it will help you, especially help you in some money situations if you have them, It definitely does because some people make bad decisions, some people make good decisions. I never tell you how to use your own money. You do whatever you like. I'm just putting you on the table. This is how it is, and this is what I see and how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. And if you're okay with that, then you do you. But some people, like me and others, are not okay where PlayStation's going. And you could see with these comments, a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are not liking where the company's going. And I don't think moving forward, if this keeps going, PlayStation 6 is not going to be a game console that most people will be happy to go and get. Besides probably the Sony fanboys. They're probably going to be getting it, but they're going to grab anything that Sony does. You know, they're going to shill out everything. But yeah. Thank you again, guys, for watching, lurking, hearing everything, guys. It does help. Again, like the stream before you leave. Subscribe if you're new here. I appreciate all you guys for coming by. Everything you do, I thank you so much. Thank you, everyone in the VOD, for going back and rewatching. You guys are awesome. I'll let you guys know what happens later this week or next week. I'll be posting you guys for any updates on that moving forward. And we'll be speculating, I think, next week, if I can. I'll let you guys know about Summer Games Fest and all this state of play and all this that's happening. What games will be coming out. I'm speculating already. I'm making a list like last year I did for what is to be seen at there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's head out of here, guys. Again, thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
Are you not entertained?